Hey fam, I don't know what's going on with my face, with the book today. What's going on with the book today? Hey boo, it is your girl. Hey y'all, hey. What's today? It is Tuesday, May the 23rd, y'all. 23 days of reflection, choosing me guilt free. Ow, faith walk, honey. Oh, no, we live. My cord fell. I gotta plug my phone up, y'all. I got notes today. Look, I got notes today, honey. Because we going in. We going in today, y'all. We gonna be talking. We gonna be talking. It's gonna get ow. Listen. We starting today, y'all. We've been talking all month about faith walk, faith walk, faith walk. What is faith? Faith is the substance of things hoped for, evidence of things not seen. It's your girl, Michelle Franklin, Miss Michelle D.I., honey, Miss Michelle Allen Franklin. But find me, boo, Miss Community Builder. Look me up, honey. I've been off in these streets. Out here giving you the information that you need, baby. YDI for divine intervention, honey. I know you thought that thing was a coincidence. It wasn't. Baby, that is God's divine intervention in our lives, honey. Whether you believe it or not, still true. God's divine intervention in our lives is real. Y'all, I'm sorry. I'm gonna have to say it. I got my Invisalign in. Can y'all tell? Yeah, a little bit different. I'm trying to keep them in. Listen, we're talking about relationships, y'all. Relationships today. Relationships with yourself. And this is one of the things. This Invisalign is one of the things we're going to talk about a little bit later. Because I had to get it together. Community builder, Miss Community Builder. Why? Because, honey, I love bringing you all the good information. You know how your girl do. I can't keep things to myself. I'm not selfish like that. When I learn something, I know that thing is not just for me, honey. I believe that it is for all of us. So, yeah, I'm out here in these streets. Yeah, being the most authentic self that I could be. Why? Because all the crazy, the good, the bad, and the crazy that I've been through. Mm-hmm. Yeah, Romans 8 and 28. That's what I do with the community, honey. I teach you how to Romans 8 and 28. Every situation. That means all things, boo. Yeah. Even that crazy from your childhood. Yeah. All that. Them crazy relationships, situationships you done been in. Yeah. It's all working together. Yeah. Listen, we ain't in no session right now. Book a session if you want me to tell you how it. I can't do everything on this. Listen, stay focused. Pay attention. It's not about you today. Book a session, honey. Book a session. Yeah, your girl got. I got appointments available. Yeah, go to the link tree. Book a session. We can't talk about you right now. We're talking about. I got this good information to bring right now. Okay. All right. Look, this is what we're doing. So, all month long, we have been talking about faith. We've been talking about our faith and our faith walk. Why? Because my nephew committed suicide, y'all, last month. And so passed away last month. And for me, it is a hopeless situation if you have people, anybody that has done that, right? And so for me, the people that are left behind, my brother, my nieces, it's a helpless and a hopeless feeling. And so for me, I couldn't bring him back. I can't bring him back. We have to kind of respect the decision that was made. But what I can do is I can try to bring some light and some love to those people that are still here on this side of heaven. And so that's what we're doing. That's what we're doing. Because again, any and every situation, I believe the good and the bad and the crazy, it's all working together. That situation has inspired me to go live every day for 30 days. It just happened so to be Mental Health Awareness Month. I don't think so. I think that's how God's perfect timing is. It's amazing to me. It's amazing. Again, I don't believe in coincidences. Only God's divine intervention in our lives. And there is 1 out of 5 people suffering. I call it suffering in silence, you know, and you don't have to. We're embarrassed, we're ashamed, we have, all these things are things, the situations and things that have happened to us from when we were younger that we just can't quite get over. It gets so loud, the noise, you know what I mean? The noise, it gets so loud, right? Yeah. And so I'm here to tell you that guess what? I've had those thoughts too. I have. I had them when I was a teenager. I've had them in my adult life. I've had them just as early as last June, a year ago. Just they come, right? Sometimes you feel so like, when is it going to be over? How long? When is, you know what I mean? And it gets so loud because you just looking like this in your situation. You so tunnel vision. You can't see anything else. And then the devil is sitting here on your shoulder. That's what I call him. He's sitting here on your shoulder. All the negative self-talk. And so it's like it's a bullhorn in your ear because all you can hear, the positive is in your belly. The little light, Jesus, he's in there. But it seems like it's so far away. You can't hear it. It's like a real muffled little sound like this. You can't hardly hear. All you can hear is all this negative bullhorn, loud. You ain't nothing. You ain't never going to be nothing. Ain't nobody going to miss you. You ain't got nothing going on. You a drunk, you're an alcoholic, you're a failure. You ain't got nothing. You ain't done nothing. You ain't going to be nothing. What is your purpose? Loud. But I'm here to tell you, honey, the devil's job is to get that bullhorn in your ear and make you believe. He creates these mirage situations. He'll make you believe that everything that he's saying to you is true. All that whispered and negative self-talk is true, and I'm telling you that it's not. That's why I'm here. I'm here to tell you that it's not. No matter how loud it is, at any given time, you have a choice, honey. Pluck that damn devil off your ear. Pluck them off your ear. Get them up off you. Get you some positive things in your ear. It's very important when you're going through this and you in this tunnel vision time where you can't see or hear nothing. I don't know when this is going to be over. It just feels so overwhelming. You need to get you some positive in your ear. Just go to YouTube. You can just put in positive affirmations. Put it in your ear. You can put in positive. And guess what? Because it's going to be a time where you're going to be like, I don't even believe it. Yeah, I do that, but I don't even believe it. It don't matter if you believe it. Keep listening. Keep listening. Because one day, you're going to wake up and it's going to be different. I can't tell you when the day is. I'm sorry. I wish I could. I wish I could tell you, it's going to last this long. I wish I could tell you. I can't tell you, but what I can tell you is that it won't last always. That it won't always be like that. That one day you are going to wake up and it's going to be different. You're going to hear something and it's going to, and you might have heard it before, but for some reason, when you hear it on that day, yeah, she right. Yeah, he right. Keep you some positive in your ear, honey. It is so important. You know what else you can do? Keep you some positive music in your ear, right? Keep you some positive music, stuff that makes you happy. When I'm getting up in my morning routine, when I'm in them funks, it was very important for me to wake up and have me a playlist that I listen to, made me happy, honey. I started off with the Clark Sisters, honey. You are my sunshine. You are sunshine. Yes, you brought the sunshine. It's not you are my sunshine. I feel like he is my sunshine, but it's you brought the sunshine. It is you brought the sunshine in my life, honey. When I was going through feeling this way, I'm like, yes. And she said, can I get a witness? I'm like, yes, I'm a witness. Anybody know Jesus? Won't he make a difference in your life? Yes, he will. Somebody out there is like, I don't even believe in all this stuff. I don't even know what you talk about. Jesus don't even talk to me. We ain't been friends. I've been going through this stuff. I've been going through since I was a little kid. He ain't done nothing for me. I'm going to tell you something, honey. If you still here and you still on this side of heaven, he did something for you. He woke you up. You still have the activity of your limbs. Somebody laying in the bed like, I don't have the activity of my limbs. You still have the ability to see. You still have the ability to hear. Somebody like, I can't see. Baby, what do you have? We're so busy focusing on what we don't have. We're so busy focusing on the negative things. What do you have that you can be grateful for? Because you got something. If you listen to me, you can hear. I'm a nurse. I've been a nurse for 22 years. It's always amazing to me when I hear stories of people talk about, this person's music got me through a situation. Music is so powerful. What you put in your ear is so powerful. So you have to be intentional, honey. You got to be intentional about what are you listening to? Who are you listening to? Sometimes we've been talked so crazy to our whole life. Some people out there, that's all you hear is that negative replaying in your mind all the time. Understand, again, those are very intentional tactics. I call him the devil. That's what he does. He'll use our things from our past. He'll use the decisions that we made, stuff that we might not be so proud about, some things that we made. Honey, let me tell you something. The first time I had sex, the first time I got pregnant, I was 14. Oh my God. Yeah, 14. 14. I think about it all the time. You know why? Because my baby girl is about to turn 14 in 2 weeks, going into the 8th grade. I was going into the 8th grade. You know how much shame comes with that? Because guess what I did? I had an abortion at 14 years old. I made a conscious decision. Didn't nobody make me. I said, this is what I want to do. This is what I need to do. I made the decision. And then I had to sit with that thing. But I didn't deal with it. At 14, no, no, I ain't thinking about that. Nope. I went on about my business, honey. I went back to making my A's and my B's because that's what I was, a good Catholic school honor roll student that made a mistake. I had a crush on a boy. I made a mistake. I ain't had time to think about that. I got to go back here to making these B's. Making these A's and these B's. Let me clarify. Making these A's and these B's, honey. I got to get back on this honor roll. I got to get back in these books. I got stuff to do. Is that not what we do? We just push stuff down. We don't deal with it. We don't process it, right? We just keep it moving. We going and being and doing. That's what I call it. We going and being and doing, honey. We got to go to work. We got to go to school. We got to take care of these kids. Stuff happened to us. We don't process it. People pass away. We act like they ain't passed away. We act like we fine. We ain't got, I got time to think about that. Let me go. I got to go, do, and be. I got to go. I got to do. I got to be. For everybody else, except for ourselves, right? Yeah. And then you're sitting around wondering why your belly's sticking out here. I'm sitting out like, why my belly sick? Because I'm stress eating, trying to go and do and be and act like everything is normal. Why can't I sleep? Because I'm trying to go and be and do like everything is normal. Yeah, I said something. Honey, it's time. I was going and being and doing so much. My big mama passed away. My dad passed away. I went back to work, trying to act like everything was normal. It wasn't normal. Life isn't normal after something traumatic or something significant has happened in your life. It's not normal. Why are you trying to get back to? It's different now. And guess what? That's okay. You have to figure out a way to navigate life on the other side of that thing. Now I got to get back to what I used to be, because guess what? You're not that person anymore. A part of you is gone. A piece of your heart is gone. That person is not here anymore. It's not the same. But we're trying to act like everything is fine. And we're feeling guilty about feeling some kind of way about it. So we just out here in these streets. I call it front. There ain't no future in your front, honey. Suffering. Trying to act normal. For who, honey? For who? Like, it's okay. That's why I'm here to say, honey, for 2 years, I walked around trying to just act normal. I was just trying to be like, I just wanted to be normal. And then some things happen, you just don't want to talk about it. If I just go to work, I just don't want to talk about it. And I understand. But guess what's happening when you're not talking about it? All those emotions and those feelings is showing up in your body. You wondering why your back is hurting, why is your neck hurting, why you always have headaches, why you got stomach aches, why you got reflux all of a sudden, why you got constipation, why you got diarrhea, why you got high blood pressure, why you have diabetes now, why is cancer developing in your body? Yeah, that's how it shows up, honey. That's how it shows up. Because we just holding it all in. You think you're not doing nothing to yourself? You are. You are. And that's what I didn't know either. Don't worry about it. I didn't know either. And guess what? As long as you're on this side of heaven, you still had time to do something about it. Like, it's not too late. You still have something to do about it. All of that ignoring that you're doing, all that acting like, pretending, guess what? It is a form of self-love to love yourself enough to process the things that we need to process, to be intentional about healing ourselves, to be intentional about our mind, our body, our spirit, and our physical, a holistic approach. Not just one little thing, not just one little thing. Be intentional about it. That's why we're here, honey. That's why your girl is here. That's why I've developed these programs, because, I was going and being and doing. And I said, you know what? After I got sick and tired of being sick and tired, my girlfriend Kiana, she says that she's a physical trainer with Wanna Go Fit, honey. Look them up. She's amazing. She's a physical trainer with and has her own business, Wanna Go Fit. She said, yo, when you get sick and tired of being sick and tired, then you'll change. You'll want to change. I was sick and tired. I'm like, what do I need to do? Everybody has their own regimen of things that work for them. For me, it was a combination. I prayed. I said, Lord, lead me and guide me, because what I'm doing is not working. I'm here to tell you what you're doing is not working. How's it working for you? Is it working? Are you miserable? Are you happy? What you doing? If you are feeling any kind of way, honey, if you are feeling any kind of way, I promise you, I have developed a program that will help you. I have a 7-day program. I have a 10-week program. I have a 12-week program. Honey, I have a group program. I have an individual program. I have a group and an individual program. Yeah. Because I had to come back and grab somebody. Yeah, Reflections Choosing Me Guilt-Free. Why? Because all of us people that are out there helping everybody else and not helping ourselves, it's not going to work. Mr. Yellen Van Zandt said it best, honey. She said, honey, you can't pour from an empty cup. Your well is dry, boo. Your well is dry. And you still trying to pour. You still trying to give. Why are you doing that? What you trying to prove? I mean, just dry as a bone. Honey, I would be still giving, and I would just be just so dry. And I'm still trying to go, ain't got no energy, but I'm coming. All right, give me a minute, I'm coming. All right, let me go over here. I'm coming. I'm so tired. All right, let me get up. What I'm trying to prove? I'm tired. You're tired. Sit down for a minute. Rest, honey. You're no good to anybody. Fill your cup, babe. Self-love. That's what we're talking about. We're talking about relationships, y'all. We're talking about relationships today. Yes. So in this faith walk, we've been talking about the things that affect our mental health. I spend a lot of the month on finances. You know why? Because I know finances are a huge piece, honey. We read Rich Dad, Poor Dad. We talked about the 6 lessons that Mr. Robert Kawasaki's uh, father taught him. One of his fathers, or the lessons from his fathers, taught him. I'm like, where my book at? We talked about the lessons that his father taught him. Lesson 1, the rich don't work for money. Lesson 2, why teach financial literacy. Lesson 3, mind your own business. Lesson 4 was the history of taxes and the power of corporations. Lesson 5 was the rich invent money. Is that right? Lesson 6 was work to learn, don't work for money. Work to learn, don't work for money. Valuable, honey. If you can get the Audible, because I know if you're like me, you might not have time to actually read a book, honey. Download the Audible, honey. If you invest in Audible, I feel like that is probably one of the best little bit of change you ever want to spend in your life. You might not have time to read it, but at least listen to it. Do something different, honey. Let some things seep in your spirit. I would start listening to things as I'm sleeping, especially when I'm in a dark place. As I say, it's always important. This is scientifically evidence-based stuff, y'all. If you listen to things while you're sleeping and let it seep in your subconscious. You know what I'm listening to every night on a replay? I go to YouTube. It is a Psalms 91 and Psalms 23. Every night. It's 8 hours. And I got it on roll. Right? Where it's playing. The Lord is my shepherd, I shall not want. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah. He is going to guide. He is going to protect me. Yes. Yes. All of the things. Yea, though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I will fear no evil. Yo, I'm walking through the darkness all the time. I always feel like I'm walking through darkness. But I understand now that the light is in me. The light comes out, even when I don't feel like it. Even when I don't even know, even when I didn't know it was there, it was there. Even when I ignored it, even when I didn't acknowledge it, guess what? It's just like your guardian angels, honey. They're there, watching over you, guiding you, leading you. Sometimes God is a gentleman. You're like, why does stuff happen to me? Why has stuff happened? Because God is a gentleman, honey. He's not going to just invade your space. You have to invite him in. Let me say it again for somebody. Let me say it for people in the back, honey. You don't hear me? I said he is a gentleman, honey. He is not going to invade your space. You have to invite him in. So yeah, he's there. Best little stalker you ever want to have, honey. He's there. Lord, come into my heart, come into my mind. Change me, Lord. Help me. Lead me, guide me. Help me with patience. Help me with my mouth. Help me to understand. Help me with this faith walk. Lord, use me. Lord, I want to know you better. Lord, give me the words to say. Lord, help to clear my mind. I promise you, if you ask him, honey, if you ask him. But you know what we do is we ask, and then we still try to fix it, or we'll still try to do it. And we be like, why is it not working? It ain't working. See, I knew it wasn't going to work. But you done sabotaged yourself. Then you trying to blame God. Come on. All right. I'm done with it. Look, I'm done with it. I'm done with it. Honey, today, so this month we have been talking about at the things that affect our finances, right? Excuse me, the things that affect our mental health. And so finances are one. That's why we spend so much time on finances. We have relationships that we are starting today. Relationships, situationships, and then we're going into unforgiveness. Honey, we still got to the end of this month next week, honey. So I said relationships are so important. What is the most important relationship that you have? I'm gonna wait. What you say? I can't hear you. What's the most important relationship that you ain't hear the question? Pay attention. I said, what is the most important relationship? What's the most important relationship that you have? Mm-hmm. No, your relationship with yourself. I heard you in the back. Okay, all right, I got you. Relationship with yourself, honey. Before your wife, your husband, your children, your mom and them, your daddy and them, your cousins, your best friends, people at your job. Mm-hmm. Your relationship with yourself is the most important relationship, honey. Yes, it's the most important. You are putting everybody else before you. That's why the name of my program is Reflections Choosing Me Guilt Free, honey. The podcast, the 7-day, the 10-week, the 12-week Reflections Choosing Me Guilt Free. We don't even have a relationship with ourselves. Do you know what you like? Do you know what you don't like? Who are you? Who are you without being a mama, sister, brother, husband, my auntie? Who are you? What do you like, boo? What do you like? What do you like to do? What choices would you make if there were no influences, no outside influences? What would you do? Where would you go? Do you know? Do you even have an idea? Mm-hmm. Yeah, this is an important conversation. We're going to have it. We're going to have it. It is all part of self-love, honey. The relationship, taking yourself into account. I didn't do this for such a long time, y'all. That's why this thing is so important to me. I did not do this for such a long time. I always took into account everybody else's thought, everybody else's opinion, what I needed to do for somebody else. That all defined me. It made me feel important. It made me feel loved. It made me feel needed. I always, I'm a fixer. I'm a helper. I mean, it is who I am. It's just in my DNA to do it. But at the cost of what? Neglecting myself? If you are helping so much that it's gotten to the point where you are neglecting yourself, no, we need to look at this thing. We got to figure this out. Why are you doing that? Why are you doing that? Yeah, that's not how it's supposed to be. So we got to talk about what is self-love. This is what it looked like. Because if you would have just asked me, like just straight out, just asked me, Michelle, do you have a problem with self-love? I'm like, yo, you crazy? I love myself. What you talking about? Yes, I love myself. What? What are you talking about? But when I thought about it, after I started getting very intentional about looking at the things, mm, mm. You ever listen to something you like, mm, maybe, maybe not. Zuri say you can relate, honey, baby. Let me tell you something. Yeah, I had no idea. I had no idea. And then when I got intentional about looking, the depth of that thing, the depth of it got deep, y'all. We're going there because my job, honey, my purpose in this world is to go back and grab some other people. I can't keep this information. When I found out this is what was going on, this is what I was doing, I said, I know I'm not the only one. I know I'm not the only one. So let's talk about it. Self-love, let's give it a definition. Self-love is the regard, respect, and care that individuals have for themselves. Here we go. It involves nurturing a positive relationship with oneself and embracing one's own worth, flaws, and strengths. Self-love encompasses various aspects, including emotional, physical, and psychological well-being. Zuri, what you say? You burnt myself out helping others until you became sick. Exactly. That's exactly what happened to me. That's exactly what happened to me. I got so sick one time. The first time I got so sick, I couldn't do anything but lay in the bed. I laid in the bed and slept for 3 days straight. I don't remember eating a meal. I honestly don't even remember getting up going to the bathroom. I remember sleeping, just allowing myself to rest. Because again, we're going and being and we're doing for everyone else. You got to fill your cup, honey. Yeah, I got it. I got it. You know, I'm a helper, I'm a fixer BT, but you got to fill your cup. These are some key aspects of self love. Number one, it is 6 of them here, okay? Number one is self acceptance. What does that mean? It means accepting yourself unconditionally. We are holding ourselves hostage to our mistakes and our past and some bad decisions that we made. I told you about that pregnancy. I did not know because I was 14, got pregnant, had an abortion. I had no idea. I was carrying some unworthiness in my belly. Yeah. Again, if you would have just asked me, you got some problems with unworthiness? Girl, what are you talking about? You crazy? No, I don't. But you know how it was showing up? In the relationships that I was in the situationships that I was allowing myself to be in longer than what I was supposed to be in. How I was allowing people to treat me. Yeah, that's unworthiness in your belly. When you don't speak up for yourself, when you allow things to happen, it's unworthiness. That's how it shows up. And it's not like I'm making a conscious decision to let somebody treat me, to let somebody talk to me crazy, to stay in situations and relationships longer. It's not a conscious like, oh, I did this, so I'm unworthy, so I'm going to just punish myself and be in this. No, it is very subconscious, honey. You don't even realize you're doing it. That's why you have to be intentional about what you are doing and asking yourself, why am I staying in this situation? Why am I allowing myself to be in this? It's a conversation you have to ask. Only you can answer. Mm. And then it is accepting, right? That I haven't always made the best mistakes. I was 14. I was young. I had a crush on a real cute boy. He was real cute. In my mind, it was just like from the first time that I saw him, and I didn't even crush on boys like that. But he was just up here automatically. Just automatically. And so for me, everything, when the little boy came around and was paying me a little bit of attention, honey, that was all it took. I was like, oh my God, I got to keep this attention. I'm going to have to do what the big kids do, what the big boys, what the big girls do. You hear what you say? Why is my thing acting crazy? Okay, you said yes, holding ourselves hostage due to guilt and others placed on us. Yes. Said I was 15, accepted never self-talk without knowing the effect on my life. And it always reverts back to childhood. That's why we don't even know. As adults, you're like, what do you mean? Oh no. When you get intentional and you start looking and you start tracing that thing back, when I sat with that thing and I realized that I just turned 46, y'all. I've been doing this work for a few years now. So I was still 40. I was still in my just turned 40. You know what I mean? All of this long time. I've been holding myself hostage. I had no idea. It's subconscious strongholds. It's like invisible chains that you're holding yourself hostage to. You don't even know it. Because again, we're just trying to go and be and do. But when I got to a point where I can say, you know what, I made this decision. I made that decision. This is why I made it. I went to an abortion healing weekend because I had to get intentional about that space for me. Why did I make it? I needed to forgive myself, right? I needed to forgive myself. Self-acceptance. It's a beautiful thing. Embracing one's imperfections and understanding that they do not define your worth. Everybody has made mistakes. Everybody has done something that they're not proud of. Some people, some things, multiple things. I've done multiple things I'm not proud of. But guess what? As a mother, I've made mistakes. As a child, I've made mistakes. As somebody's sister, I've made mistakes. I've talked crazy to my brothers. I've made mistakes. I've done things that I'm not proud of, but I understand why I made them. I can go back and have the conversation, but I'm not holding myself like, oh my God, I'm a bad person because I did this. That's the difference. Number two, self-care. Self-care entails just taking care of your own needs and your own well-being. Any activity that brings you joy, honey. Practicing self-care, setting boundaries is a part of self-care, and prioritizing your physical and your mental health. Self-care should be number one to me, but I think self-acceptance is. But self-care, honey, how long do we neglect ourselves going and doing and being for everybody else? I was always last on the list. If I had myself on the list, say I had a list of 5 things to do. If I had myself on the list and it got crazy and all of a sudden something had to be cut off, I was always the first to cut myself off. Why? Why? Always I can do that. Oh, I don't have to buy myself that. One year, I remember buying clothes for everyone else. I mean, took them on like elaborate shopping sprees. But I'm wearing the same shoes. I'm wearing the same 2 pair of pants. I'm wearing the same outfit. You know what I mean? Like, and I had to go back and I thought about that time and I was like I easily could have been in the store and picked myself up something. And it was almost like even when I was shopping for other people, my children is more what I'm talking about, my daughter, I would not even think, like I wouldn't even come into my mind. I wasn't even on the list. Put yourself on the list. Go get your toes done. Mm-hmm. No matter what. Go get your nails done. Go get your what makes you happy. Go buy yourself something. Honey, for my birthday, I don't have all the money right now. Right now, I'm in a broke season. I'm in a broke season. But guess what? I went and bought me some hair. You know why? Because that makes me happy. I can't go get my hair done. But you know what? I can do this for myself. Listen. I cannot hit a drive through. I'm not going to not pay somebody, but nevertheless, and sometimes I do. I have done that as well. Sometimes I'm like, you know what? Them bills gonna be there. I gotta go do XYZ. I have definitely done that too. I don't recommend it because it's stressful on the back end, but nevertheless, do something for yourself, honey. Self-care. That is the point. Number 3, self-compassion. Self-compassion. It says self-love involves treating oneself with kindness. Just like you talked about that negative self-talk and those words. It's treating yourself with kindness, compassion, and understanding. It means being gentle with oneself in the times of failure or setbacks and offering support and encouragement instead of self-criticism. We are our worst critics. We are so mean to ourselves. It is though. You ain't gonna do what you want to do. What you want, you ain't never gonna be. How you doing? Why you doing that? What you trying to do? You going live every day? Ain't nobody coming on watching you. Why you want to do that? You going back to school? How you gonna go back to school? You can't afford to go back to school. What you talking about? How many things, right? How many negative things can we say to ourselves? And for some reason, that is very loud and constant. They say it is like thousands in the midst of a 24-hour time. There are so many thousands of thoughts that run through your mind. How many of those thoughts are you thinking that are negative? Give yourself some compassion. Show yourself some compassion. Give yourself some grace, honey. There are no perfect beings on this side of heaven. I just want to let you know the person that you think is the most perfect person. Like, I don't know, you see somebody on TV, you see church, whoever it is, whoever that person is that you look up to the most, guess what? They got flaws too. Yeah. They ain't done everything right. No, they got stuff that yeah, they got stuff too. Everybody has something. So give yourself some grace, honey. You've made some mistakes. Everybody has. Everybody has. Number 4, setting healthy boundaries. Lord, if I didn't need to learn this, setting healthy boundaries is a part of self-love. You don't have to allow yourself to be talked to in any kind of way, to be treated any kind of way, to have your emotional state jacked up. Because again, you're holding yourself hostage to some unworthiness in your belly. So you're feeling subconsciously like, oh, I deserve this. I deserve this behavior. No, you don't, honey. You don't. Nobody does. Self-love involves setting boundaries to protect your emotional and your physical well-being. This includes saying no. Ooh, that into the O, honey. Sometimes you feel so guilty about saying no, don't you? Oh my God. But sometimes it is very critical. If you're tired and you need to rest, sometimes you need to say no. You can't do everything. You can't go everywhere. It's going to make you feel some kind of, it's okay. Say no. You can't do it. You tired. That's all right. Say no to the things that are not aligned with one's values or needs and establishes limits in relationships to acquire mutual respect. People are going to run over you. Sometimes they ask you because they know you're going to say yes. Oh, she's going to always do it. Zuri going to always do it. We know she's going to do it, so go ahead and go ahead. So she's going to do it. It's all right. We know she tired. Oh my God, she look like she about to, but we know she worked last night, but go ahead, so she'll take us anyway. No, I'm tired. You know I've been working. Don't take advantage of me. Right? That's my thing now that I'm trying to instill in my girls and especially in my baby girl. Don't take advantage of the people that help you, that you know are going to do for you. Don't do that. Don't take advantage of people that love you. Don't take advantage of people's love for you, right? Just because I can do it and I will do it, don't mean that I should be doing it, right? If you know your mama tired, let your mama rest. Yeah, because I'm going to take you and I'm going to do some things for you after, right? Sister, brother, cousin, friend, like all of it. Husband, wife, like all of the stuff. Stop taking advantage of the people that you love. Set healthy boundaries, and then got a nerve to have an attitude, right? Say, child, they get mad and lash out when you say no. Yes, exactly. And then you got to sit up and wonder why. I'm wondering why people, I couldn't understand the ghosting thing, right? Why people just disappear, you know. And I was like, it's because people will make you so uncomfortable for setting boundaries. So now this generation, honey, they don't even try to explain. They just don't respond. I don't come from that generation. I'm a 77 baby. I don't come from that generation. I'm going to respond. I'm going to respond. Whether I feel some kind of way about it now or not, I'm going to respond. Because my thing is too, if I can do it for you, I will. But if I can't, know me enough to know that if I could do it for you, I will. If I can't, I can't. I feel just as bad about it as you. But I can't, right? And that's okay, is what I'm saying. It is okay. Number 5. Personal growth is self-love. Personal growth is self-love. I tell people this all the time. Like, if you are the same person that you were a year ago, 2 years ago, 5 years ago, people try to make you feel guilty about growing, about being in a different space, about wanting to do something different, about wanting to be in a different way. I used to drink, I used to hang out, I used to smoke. Okay, I don't want to do that no more. I want to focus on something. Oh, you think you all that? Because I want to go to school? Because I want something better for my life? Because I want something, I want to leave some legacy, some growth? Okay. Okay. I'll be that then, right? Personal growth, self-love encompasses a commitment to yourself, personal growth and self-improvement. It means acknowledging one's strengths and weaknesses and actively working towards personal development and fulfilling one's potential. This is me. I know that when I was younger, I was very snappy, right? I was very snappy, and it depended on, who I was talking to or what. Sometimes I would say it right, sometimes I wouldn't. Sometimes I would cuss, and sometimes, you know what I mean? I knew that was something that I needed to work on, the way that I respond. It's not what you're saying all the time. It is how you are saying it, right? And for some people, sometimes a lot of times it's the people that we love, they get the shorter end of the stick because they know you. You can be yourselves around them. You don't have to pretend. So you really being nasty to the people that you love. I had to check how I respond to my mom. I had visions of me. My mom would be trying to help me, wake me up, trying to get me ready for work. And I'd be like, Mom, right? In my 20s, Mom, all right. That's disrespectful. She trying to help you. What's wrong with you? Like, I had to have a conversation with myself. We take people for granted. What are some things that you are doing that may not be so nice that you need to check? Don't nobody need to tell you your behavior, how you responding, or what you doing is wrong. You know. Like, because when you do it, you feel some kind of way about it. Or you might be like me and I flash back. I can't respect my mom enough at this point. I can't tell my mom thank you enough. I can't tell her I love her. Honey, you scroll down my page enough times, it don't matter about his Mother's Day. You won't see a post about my mama because I'm like, I feel like there have been periods upon a times where in my little teenage mind, I might not have thought that I was being disrespectful. But guess what? I'm not a morning person. I don't like to wake up. Like, I know that about myself. Does that mean I have to be disrespectful to the people that love me? It doesn't. You can you can be better. Right? You say you had to repent for your morning behavior. Girl, it's a whole thing. Like, I'm just like, and what's crazy is that my girls are like this. So I have to tell them, especially my baby girl. I'm like, look, put some music on because music makes us happy. Put some music on. It shifts your whole attitude, right? You don't have all of the stuff. You have to know yourself. Nobody needs to tell you. Nobody needs to tell you your flaws. You know what they are. Number 6, authenticity. Honey, this is huge. Authenticity. Self-love involves embracing and expressing one's true self. Who are you? Who are you? What do you like? It means honoring your values, beliefs, and desires and living in alignment with them rather than trying to conform to others' expectations. Let me tell you something. If that ain't the number one, baby, all these could be the number one thing. But being who you are authentically, not allowing yourself to be shifted, because sometimes people are going to want to do something different. Sometimes people are going to want to do something different than what sits with you. If you feel it ain't sitting right in your spirit, no, y'all, I'm good. I'm a pass. I have friends. I remember when I decided that I wasn't going to drink anymore. I didn't have a conversation with anybody about it. I didn't tell anybody about it. It was just me and my spirit. I didn't want to drink, right? Because I was divorced early and I had started drinking. And I didn't really realize that I was drinking as much as I was drinking. But hindsight, it scared me because prior to my divorce, I mean, I would have a drink socially or whatever, but it wasn't like that. It was, after the divorce, I was drinking to forget. I was drinking to numb the pain. I was drinking. Do you want to drink? Yes, I do. What you want to drink? What you got? I didn't care what it was. It was, I didn't care. It was, again, masking the pain, right? Thank you, Yuri. Jura. I said Yuri. Thank you, Jura. It is, I was masking. And so I was just like, I got to a point where I was like, I don't want to do that anymore. I don't want to, I could still go out. And so I would just be the designated driver. It didn't change who I was. It didn't stop me from dancing on the dance floor. It didn't stop me from laughing, from joking. It didn't stop me from hanging out. I was just like, everybody getting a drink? Nah, I'm good. Or if I decided to drink, I'm drinking because, and me and my best friend just had this conversation yesterday. I'm drinking because I want to have a drink, not because I have to have a drink. Right? There is a difference. There is a difference. Again, it's aligning with who I am. It's aligning with what I feel. It is not me conforming. Oh my God, everybody is drinking. I need to have a drink. Let me go ahead and drink because everybody else is drinking. No. So it makes a difference. Be who you are, because guess what? We already got a Beyonce. We already have a Kevin Hart. We already have a Tyler Perry. We already have, right? We already have all these famous people. People are modeling themselves after, right? We already have whoever it is that you're looking at trying to be like. We don't need that person. We need you to show up, because everybody has a gift. Everybody has something, I believe, that they are supposed to bring to this world. What gifts do you have? What are you supposed to be bringing? Because you got to show up authentically. If I decided to show up and put my hat on and be Oprah, guess what I'm not doing? I'm not reaching the boys around the way on 21215, honey, Queensbury and Park. I'm not reaching those boys because they don't know Oprah. They know me, right? I'm teaching from the perspective because I got to go back and grab the people in my community. I got to go back and grab my brothers. I got to go back and grab my cousins. I got to go back and grab the people that I love, the boys in the hood. That's who I need to go back and grab. And I need to go back and grab any and everybody that comes across my way, because guess what? It's 8 billion people in this world. So if somebody is crossing your path, it's not a mistake, boo. God doesn't work like that. God is not a just because God. It's that DI, honey. It's a divine intervention. What is your purpose? What are you bringing? What gift do you have? We need it, right? We need all of you to show up every day as you. What you got? But I need all of what you got today. I need all of your beautiful personality. I know it's different. You ain't supposed to blend in. You wasn't meant to blend. Baby, please, you don't fit inside no boxes. Ain't no boxes big enough for you. Are you serious right now? Why are you trying to fit inside the box, baby? You don't fit inside no box. Like, come on. You ain't fitting inside no box. You ain't no box big enough for you. Thank you, honey. That is my thing. People are always like, oh my gosh, when I first decided to speak, right? I remember my brother was watching me on it. I was being interviewed on this show. And my older brother, watched the interview, and he said, wow, so you just gonna tell everything, huh? I said, yeah, I am. Because I believe the good, the bad, and the crazy are all working together. I'm a Romans 8:28, any and every situation. And anybody that works with me, that comes and joins one of my programs, guess what we're doing? The good, the bad, and the crazy, we're going to Romans 8:28 that thing. Because it's all working together. Do I believe that the rape was a part of it? Yep. The rape was a part of it, because guess what? I'm not the only one that's been raped. And I need somebody to understand how you can get through that thing. Did I feel like it was my fault? I did. Was it? It wasn't. Somebody needs to know that. Somebody don't know that yet. I was molested as a girl. Somebody was molested. You know how many people, because we don't talk about what happens in our families, we don't talk about these things. What goes on in my house stays on in my house. You don't talk about these things. But somebody needs this conversation to know that it wasn't your fault. Because somebody is blaming themselves. Like, straight up. Somebody is blaming themselves, honey. We're not doing that. We're not doing that. I am here to tell you, honey, look, Yes, we do. Look, yes, we do, honey. Because again, I don't believe in coincidence. I have appointments available, but we can talk later today. Look, I'm off today. We can talk later today. I'm just saying. I'm going Romans 8 and 28, and I'm going to show you how to Romans 8 and 28 any and every situation. Because again, these subconscious strongholds, these elephant in the room conversations that we need to have within ourselves are so necessary. Because I need you to get to the authentic of who you are, to your authenticity. I need you to be who you are. I need you to not be ashamed of your story. I need you to know that you are not a victim in anything. I don't care what it was. And nothing that has happened to you. You are not a victim. You're still on this side of heaven. You gotten through that thing. That's what that makes you. It makes you a conqueror. Yeah, not a victim. Not a victim. Every day, all day. And it is how we think about that thing. We have to shift our mindset because it's so easy to focus on the crazy, and it's so easy to focus on the negative. It can be so loud. It can be so loud. And so again, I need you to love yourself enough, right? Love yourself enough to start this journey. Are you paying attention? I just told you how. You said, Michelle, how do I do it? I just showed you how. You got to start by number one. Look, go back up. Number one, accepting your flaws. Number two, self-care, practicing self-care. Number three, self-compassion. Number four, setting healthy boundaries. Number five, having some personal growth, honey. Doing some deep within, some mirror work, getting yourself together. Louise Hay mirror work, honey. It is the best little $12.99 you ever want to buy. It's on Amazon, honey. She is gone, but she has left amazing works. $12.99 mirror works. Best personal growth you want to do. Number six, showing up and being your true, authentic self. Showing up and being your true, authentic self. Now, this is something that I want you to start thinking about. This is a practice that you can do so that you can start. Just get you a journal. If you don't have a journal, listen. I have gone to the Dollar Tree. I have had, I will work with no matter, I don't care what your budget is, baby. We're going to make it happen. Go to the Dollar Tree. Get you a composition book. Yeah. You see, mine is old. Look, it's falling apart. But it's one of them. Pages are filled up. That's an old one. Then when I got a little change, I went and got me a cute little journal. You know what I mean? It doesn't matter whatever you have to write in, but write it down. Who are you? Who are you? These are some things right here. These are some qualities and some things that I want you to learn and start thinking about to know for yourself. Do you know the answer to these questions? I'm going to say it again. Who are you? That means your personal values. What do you believe in? What are your core values? Are you sitting in relationships with people and your core values on the line? It's not going to work. You're miserable. You know why? Because you're sitting in relationships with people that don't align with your core values. That means your beliefs. You can't be, it's people that are in relationship. They're Christian women that are in relationship with atheists. You might be there. It might be some day to day. It might be y'all, whatever. And some atheists are really great people. My stepfather he didn't believe in God, but you know what it was? Was he a true atheist? He wasn't. He just had some church hurt. He used to be an altar boy. He used to work in the Catholic Church. He had some church hurt in his teenage years and never went back. And then all of a sudden he didn't believe in God. How about you go back and deal with why you had the church hurt instead of calling yourself an atheist? Okay, that's a whole nother conversation. My bad. I'm just saying. It is what is shaping your beliefs, your values, your behaviors, and influence your decisions. This is number one, your personal values. Let me tell you something. Let me see how many of these it is. It's 7. Number 2 is your personal traits. What is unique about you? What makes you you, right? Are you an introvert or an extrovert? Do you like to go out and do things, or do you just like to stay in the house and be by yourself? Why are you like that? Do you know? Who influenced that? I'm a little bit of both. I'm in the middle. When I'm out, honey, I am out. I'm going to be on the dance floor. I'm going to be doing it. I don't care if I'm out on the dance floor. Yeah, I'm that girl that's on the dance floor. Ain't nobody else out there? Yeah, that's me. But then when I'm in the house and I'm focused, like one year I realized 2021, I didn't watch TV for like the whole year. You know why? Because I was in my thoughts. I was in my mind. I was developing things. I was really on that personal growth thing. You're an introvert, girl. It's not a lot of us out here that's both. Some people are really strict. They're either or. Like, I don't like doing all that stuff. I don't want to be whatever. I'm both. I'm very social. When I'm in my zone, I'm in my zone. And it's very hard. I found when I have been in relationships, it's very hard for me to find somebody to respect that. Because when I'm in the zone and I'm working, I'm in the zone and I'm working. I need you to just go do something. Leave me alone. Leave me alone while I'm getting my stuff, while I'm doing, because I'm in the zone, right? But when I want to socialize and I want to be, honey, we can socialize and we're going to have a great time. But give me my space. When I'm in my creative mind, honey, I got to get these downloads out. I got to get them out. Are you compassionate? Are you curious? Are you resilient? Are you optimistic? Are you one of those people that's always complaining about everything? Are you always looking at things from the negative side? Oh, my dog died. I knew he was going to die. Ain't nothing good going to come to me. Bad stuff always happen to me. I ain't never going to. Stop that. Stop all that negativity, honey. You got to bring some positive into the crazy. I don't care what the situation is. When I think about the rape, right? When I think about it, what good? I mean, like, Michelle, what in the world good? What good came out of it, right? What good came out of it? I wasn't being my true, authentic self. That is why, for me, before I even had a list, baby, that is why, for me, being my true, authentic self and speaking up for myself was important. When I realized that was the reason, because you know what happened? I'm going to tell you real quick. I was in a relationship. So my ex-husband came home. He said he didn't want to be married anymore, right? So I decided, okay, that was fine. I don't want to be with anybody that don't want to be with me. So that's cool. I left, right? Pack up, we leave. And my ex-husband he just straight up just moved on. He been 6, 7, 8 women. And I'm like, really? I'm all torn up, broken. I'm home crying and all of the stuff, right? I'm like, and then I got to a point where I was like, he out there doing what he want to do. I'm gonna go find me somebody too, right? Instead of me taking my time to find somebody that was really somebody that aligned with me, I just went to the first thing that was talking, right? Was not my type at all. Gold teeth. Listen. Listen. I got some people that I love very deeply that have gold teeth. I'm just saying, silver teeth, the gold, like I don't need anybody that has to have their value in their mouth. You know what I mean? I don't want that. It's just me. No judgment. I'm just saying that's not what I want. So again, the gold teeth, very flashy. Somebody's always talking about how much they paid for something, very materialistic. I'm not materialistic at all. I could give 2 shits about how much you paid for what you got. I don't care. I'm just saying, I don't care. But he always talked about, look, you see this watch. I paid, this is so-and-so, and I paid. Not my type. But yet and still, I entertained the foolishness. So that person I'm in a relationship with, I go on, sex was great, right? Sex was amazing. It's daytime. It's all right. Sex was amazing. Okay, the man touched me like my husband touched me, right? Did all of the things. And so I was very much pleased on that level. But everything else, because again, not my type. So It just didn't work out. Couple months, it was over, right? I get into the next relationship. The next relationship, this guy, very nice guy, older than me, very mature, taught me some stuff, great conversation, really cool person. Just wasn't satisfied on the sexual front. Okay. So what did I start doing? I went back. Yeah, to that one. Cheating. I started cheating. And so it got to a point with the new guy, that I was like, you know what? A couple months in, of course, I started caring for him. I really liked them. I felt like I was falling in love with them, and so it didn't matter to me, right? I was like, I'm gonna just deal with it. It'll be fine. And I'll talk. This is what I'm thinking in my head. I'm my little young. Because I'm 20. I'm in my young new 20. I wasn't even 21 yet. And so I said, I'm going to talk to him. It'll be fine. So I just stopped. I just stopped. Listen, I can't mess with you no more. He stopped calling me. I stopped calling him. He disappeared. It was fine. Right. So now I'm in this relationship. I've been in the relationship. The relationship is growing. It's great. It's fine. Not sexually satisfied, but whatever. Everything else is perfect. Right. And so the old guy randomly one day pops up at the house. Now, he called before he came. Hey, I'm around your way. Can I come see you? I'm thinking, sure. He came through the door, kissing, trying to kiss and all. And I'm like, yo, what are you doing? You know what I mean? Like, what? It's not like that anymore. And it just kind of went downhill from there, right? So in my head, thinking back and reflecting back, I'm thinking, why would you let him in? That was stupid. What did you think he was going to do? Like, what would you think was going to happen? Why would you know what I mean? Like, this is all the negative self-talk that we blame ourselves. That's the guilt and the shame. I didn't tell anybody because I was embarrassed. The other part of it is that I know my family don't play about me. I didn't want my family getting in trouble behind some stupid decision that I made. So in my mind, I'm taking my protection away that I know I have with my family, because I'm feeling guilty. Again, I'm feeling guilty about the decision that I made, and I'm feeling guilty about cheating. So what did I learn in that? One is, I will never be in a relationship where I'm not sexually satisfied. I will never try to make something work. I will always, on the front side, ask, hey, do you do X, Y, and Z? Because this is what I like. If you don't do that, then guess what? Ain't no point in me even starting a relationship with you. What did you learn from the negative things that have happened for you? Not, damn, I'm stupid. Damn, no. Right? I was young. I wasn't thinking, why would I be thinking this man is going to do something to me? I had known him. I trusted him. I would have never thought. Right? But guess what? Shit happens. Right? We find ourselves in these situations. I call them situationships. We find ourselves in these situations. Right? But what did you learn from that? How can you be more of who you are and who you are called to be from some things that happened to you in your past? That's where you have to go. We can't focus on the negative. So what am I doing forever, honey? For the rest of my days, I'm guarding that authenticity. You can't be with me if you don't understand who I am. I just had somebody trying to talk to me a couple months ago, right? What's this month? May, probably February, March. Had somebody trying to talk to me. You know what the man told me? I asked him a question and he said, man, you always you think too much about stuff. You asking too many questions. What? What? You trying to make me feel some kind of way because you're not comfortable with communication? So I'm supposed to feel bad because you're not comfortable talking? It's not going to work. What is your purpose? Get your ass out my inbox. You're blocked. What are you talking about? Some people would have been like, oh my God, yeah, I am asking too many questions. No, no, that's just not your person. If they can't handle who you are, and that's just simple. You can't handle who you are in this world. Do you know me? I have YouTube. I've been talking. I've been doing this for months. This is who I am. I am going to be talking. And you're trying to get me to stop talking? My voice is my gift. What are you talking about? I said, oh, if that wasn't the devil trying to get me, I don't know what it was. Because he looked perfect on paper. Oh, he looked perfect. Blocked. I'm just saying. Don't do it. Don't do it, honey. Don't allow anybody to change who you are. Don't allow anybody to make you feel some type of way. What are your personal values, honey? Personal traits. I'm moving on. Number 2. Number 1 was personal values. Number 2 was personal traits. Number 3 is what are your interests and your passions? What do you like, honey? Not what do your kids like for you? Not what do your husband like? What do you like? Do you know what you like? Where would you go if you could just go anywhere in the world? Like, where would you go? What would you do? What are your hobbies, right? What are you passionate about? Yeah, what are you passionate about? Let me see what you say, Miss Sunshine. Do not lower yourself to make someone else comfortable. Exactly. Connie. No day. No day is that okay? Not one. No days. What activities or subjects do you enjoy engaging in? What brings you joy? One of the things that makes me happiest is going to concerts, is dancing. Honey, if my man don't know good music, if you don't have a good appreciation for 90s R&B, we're not going to work. It's some things that I just don't want to explain, and I just want you to get it. You're just not going to be my person, and I can understand that. I was trying to make people. I was trying to fit into somebody else's. Instead of it's going to be like this. It's not going to be like, no, it's not. You just have to wait. Be patient, boo. Be patient. He coming. It's all right. This is where I'm at with it. He out there. I don't know where he at. He somewhere. And I'm in preparation while I'm waiting. You should be in preparation while you're waiting. What you doing to get yourself together while you're waiting for your person? Find out who you are and what you like so that you can communicate the things with them, right? Embracing your interests can help you understand yourself better. Why do you like the things that you like? Number 4, what roles and relationship? Your role and relationships in life are integral to your identity. Are you a parent? Are you a sibling? Are you a friend, a partner? What profession are you in? Who are you? Who are you? Could you be a better sister? Could you be a brother, a better wife? Could you be a brother, a better husband? If you sitting up talking about, no, I'm good, I'm the best husband, guess what? You're not. Let me talk to your wife. If you sitting up as a wife talking about, no, I'm the best wife, I do everything perfect. Let me talk to your husband. I bet you there's some things that you might could, it's taking self-inventory. It's okay. It is not. I have a friend, and he talked about this is very important with your roles and your relationships. As a wife, what are some things that you believe that you should provide to your husband? As a husband, what are some things you believe that you should be providing for your wife? Do you believe that you should be a provider? Do you believe that you should split everything 50-50? Do you want somebody that is okay with you taking out the garbage? Like, roles and responsibilities. Would you listen? For me, guess what? When my husband come, God is going to send me somebody he know I'm not doing nothing else with my car. Not another nothing else. Not a thing. I'm not putting no gas in there. Tires can't turn, the oil need to be. I'm not doing nothing else with my car. God's going to send me somebody that is going to be like, babe, I'm going to take care of that for you. Don't even worry about it. Thank you. And I'm going to be like, thank you. And I'm gonna do some other things for him. I'm gonna do some great things. Not even just sexual things. I'm gonna satisfy him sexually, but not even just sexual things. I'm just saying, I'm gonna provide some things that he may be wanting, right? I'm gonna give him a massage. I'm gonna run his bath. I'm gonna rub his feet, honey. I'm gonna take care of him. Yeah, if you do that for me, honey. Yes, because that's part of my love language. You know what your love language is? Yes. Do you know what it is? Know yourself. Okay. Listen, I ain't taking out no trash, and I'm definitely not doing anything else to do with the car. My girlfriend said, Michelle, are you just wanting a husband so you don't have to do stuff around the house anymore? I was like, yes. No, that's not the only reason, but I guarantee you it's part of it, and I will be grateful. I will be so grateful. He will be happy, honey. He'll be happy. Number 5, life experiences. Your life experience, both positive and negative, can contribute to shaping who you are. So reflecting on significant moments, challenges, successes, and lessons learned can provide a deeper understanding of your identity. So I had to sit up and think back to, why have I made the decisions that I've made? Why have I made the choices that I've made? Why have I allowed certain people to be in my life? Why can I cut some people off like real quick? You do something, I'm out. Like Shorty last month, gotta go. And then there have been certain people in my life where they just lingered. I just allowed them to linger. Why? Why did I allow them to linger? They were not doing me any good. It wasn't a good situation. But nevertheless, it was so much harder to cut them people off. Right? Why did I do that? The last relationship that I was in for 4 years. I had to get to a point where I was sitting up and I was thinking, this is a grown person, no disabilities or anything, but he was allowing me to take care of everything. Why would I want to be with a person like that? Why did I allow that situation to go on for 4 years? When I sat up and I thought about it, when we got together, the man had a job, right? We all are in situations where we all, think that you want somebody that's going to hold you down in the tough times, right? I had just graduated from nursing school, y'all. I'm a nurse. I've been a nurse for 22 years, right? And so I went to LVN school. That's the first level of nursing. And then I went to RN school to get my bachelor's. Well, in that, getting my bachelor's degree is 4 years. I struggled through nursing school. It was so hard. And I just remember being by myself and having to, because I'm divorced. And so having to deal with everything on my own, right? So now that I'm in this relationship and my ex wanted to go back to school, I had just graduated. So at that point, I'd have moved up financially. So I'm working 2 jobs because I started teaching nursing students. I'm working my regular job, I'm working teaching the students, and I was going back to school. And so for me, he hadn't been in school in years. All I could think of was, I wish somebody was there for me to say, babe, just focus on school. We good. So what did I do? When he had issues at his job, I was like, baby, you don't need that job. We good. I got us. Focus on school. Get yourself, back acclimated to going to school, and then find your job. Like, we fine. What I do that for? That man ain't found a job the whole 4 years. Because that was pressure in the first 3 months, right? The whole 4 years. I'm like, why? Why did I allow that to go on so long? One was, in my mind, I had known it wasn't somebody that I met. We were friends. And so I knew this person, I knew what they were capable of. And so I was just waiting for that person that I knew to show up, right? We give people this time. We don't allow ourselves to look at what's right here in front of us. We're holding on to some dream that's coming. We're like, oh, I see the best in this person. Oh, I know they're a good person. So I know that they can do it. I know they have it in them. I knew he had it in him. I knew what he could do, but was he doing it though? Actions speak way louder than words, y'all. Actions speak way louder than words. So, for whatever reason, you're not the something that's happened in your life where you're not the same person. I understand now that he was grieving. His father had passed, so he didn't understand. You know what I mean? He was going through some stuff, but nevertheless, you still allowed me to take care of everything. No, look, no. Was mad because I said I wouldn't marry him. I'm not marrying somebody that's not a provider. I'm not. Was trying to make me feel like I only wanted money when I said you need to get a job. You only think about money, manipulation, and understanding what manipulation looks like when people are talking to you and putting things on you. You only think about money, and I will feel bad. Oh my God. No, I'm not that type of person. I'm not thinking about money. No, it's not. And then I will let it go on another few months. Miserable. No, it's not that I'm thinking about money, but guess what? I want to be able to go out and do things. I want to be able to travel. I want to go. My dad is in Texas. My mom is in Baltimore. I'm flying. We're going on vacation. I want to be able to do things. That takes money. You need somebody that's on the same level as you. What are some things that you want to do? Why are you not allowing yourself the things that you enjoy in life? Because guess what? We only got so much time on this side of heaven. So for me, in my mind, I allow 4 years of my life. I am not saying that they were wasted, but what lessons did I learn? What lessons did I learn? A lot. What I'm not doing and what I'm not accepting anymore. What lessons have you learned from the relationships? Not beating yourself up, giving yourself some grace. Not, girl, you were so stupid for paying him. What? You let that man not have a job for 4 years? What's wrong with you? Mm-mm. I know why I did what I did. I don't regret it. I got a baby girl out the deal. Best gift I ever had, besides that first one from the husband. Best gift, okay? So bringing some positive into the crazy. Number, what was that? Number 5. That was number 6. Goals and aspirations. What are your goals, your dreams, and your aspirations for you, honey? What goals and dreams and aspirations do you have? Not what somebody else think you. What mom and them think you should be doing, right? What goals and aspirations and dreams do you have? What are you striving for in life? What do you want to achieve or contribute? Your goals can be a reflection of your values and what finds meaning. When I say it's amazing that I'm a community builder, I didn't just make that up. I took a test. It told me like all of the things, out of all of the things from answering this test, I was in a program because again, I was being very intentional about me. And so I was signing up for these programs. And so this one particular program was like a 12-week program, and it told you, who you are and what your strengths and your weaknesses are. One of my strengths is that I am a giver. I'm a giver so much to the core of me that it's my kryptonite as well. Can you imagine? Giving is my kryptonite because I will give in sacrifice of myself when it comes to my children, when it comes to those I love, my friends. Honey, I will eat ramen to give you steak. That's how I would operate. I would go without in a heartbeat if it meant putting a smile on your face. My children, somebody I love, my mom, my dad, my friends. I worked an extra shift one time. I was broke as ever. I worked the extra shift because I was broke, right? Yep, I want to work. I got my check. I had an extra $100. My girlfriend called me. She said, girl, I need $100 for school. I was like, oh my God, I just worked the extra shift. I got $100. My gift, your gift, was my kryptonite. Like, who are you and why are you making the things that you're making? And are you doing those things in sacrifice of yourself? What goals and aspirations do you have for yourself? How can I get to the next level if I'm always giving my things away? That's why now I'm like, I can't. I can't give everything away for free. Oh my God, if I could give everything away for free. I have to charge for my programs because guess what? I'm trying to get to another level. I can't give back to my community the way that I want to, giving everything away free. It costs money. It costs. So when I shift my mindset to think about what is my long-term goals, my long-term goal is to help families, to help women 27 years and older, to help men 27 years and older, to help children, to build back the family structure, to help people have those elephant in the room conversations with themselves so they can get to who they are authentically. What is their purpose in their world? When I strengthen the woman, I'm going to strengthen the man. When I strengthen the man, I can strengthen the children. When I strengthen the children, baby, this world is going to be a better place. I'm just doing my part. That's a part of my long-term goal. But I can't give everything away for free. Trying to get that goal, attain that goal, I have to. You can't keep giving, right? What are your goals? What do you want out of this life? How are you going to get there? There has to be a shift at some point, right? How are you realistically going to get there? What are you going to do? How long are you going to think about it, honey? At some point, you got to make a step. You got to go, you got to take a class. You got to invest in yourself. You can't expect everything to be free. Even in my broker seasons, even now in my broke season, I'm working a deal. Hey, I need this class. Okay, I can't pay the whole $150. When I give you $50 a day, I'll get paid in 2 weeks. I'll give you another 25. And then when I get paid, I'll give you the rest. Right? It is. What can you do? You don't hold yourself back because you don't have it, whatever goal it is. I set up for 2 years and thought about going back to school. Just thought about it. In my mind, I had convinced myself I couldn't afford it. I can't afford to go back to school. I'm not going to qualify for financial aid. There's no way that I'm going to go back. When I finally took the When I finally took the initiative and made the call, I called the lady. She was like, "Ma'am, you qualify for financial aid." I was like, "What? I do?" Yeah, you qualify for financial aid. And guess what? If you get your paperwork in today, we can have you started by next Thursday. What? What? You mean to tell me for 2 years I've been sitting up thinking I ain't gonna be able to do it, and I can start next week? What? Just by filling out some paperwork? Are you? I'm telling you, honey, we will talk ourselves out of. I call him the devil, honey. He get real busy and loud in your ear. Pluck the devil off here. Pluck him off. Pluck him off, honey. What are your dreams? What are your aspirations? It is not your business to figure out all of the steps. Baby, this month is Faith Walk. It is not your business to figure out every step of the way, right? It is your business to, God has given you the dream. He's giving you the vision. He's giving you something. Okay, Lord, I don't know how this thing is going to work out, but I'm going to go ahead and take this step. I'm going to make a phone call. I'm going to sign up. I'm going to go and do. And then doors are just going to start opening. And when a door don't open, it's a window over here. It's going to be cracked. You can get through. You're going to get through. You're going to make it, but you got to take some steps. What goals, honey, do you have for yourself? You're the only one holding yourself back. I'm just saying, you are the only one. You have a choice in each and everything that you do. Okay. I'm going to get off my soapbox. All right. Number 7. Number 7 is your beliefs and perspectives. Your beliefs and perspectives. Your beliefs and perspective, including your religious, your spiritual, philosophical, political beliefs, influence your identity. They shape your worldview and guide your decisions and your actions. What do you believe? Do you believe in God or don't you believe in God? Some people say they don't believe in God, but they're spiritual. Do you believe that you are the creator of each and everything that you do? Or do you understand and know that there is something bigger and something greater out there in you? Do you believe that you can manifest just from your voice, from your mouth, from just thinking, I can do it? Do you believe and understand who you are in this world? Do you believe and understand whose you are in this world? Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's a difference. Life is different. Life is different. When you have some belief system and understanding that each and everything that you do, I'm going to say it again, each and everything that you do, the good, the bad, and the crazy, it's all working together. You are not a victim, right? In no situation. It's a difference in what you believe. If you look at life from, things are always happening to me, or if you're looking from life from, wow, that's crazy. What an opportunity I have here. Wow. Okay, Lord. How you going to use me in this situation? Because I don't even know. I told y'all my nephew passed away last month. There was a hopelessness in me. There was a helplessness in me that I don't think I've ever felt. I can't do anything. I don't have the words. I don't even know, Lord, what can I do? Like, I want to fix it, right? I wanted to fix it for my brother. I wanted to fix it for my nieces. I wanted to fix it for my mom. I wanted to fix it for me. There's some things and some situations that you can't fix. So what do? I prayed and I said, Lord, what can I do? How are you going to use me in this? What can I do? I kept hearing the word, I kept seeing it, hopelessness. There's a hopelessness that still exists in the world. There are people that are hopeless in their situations. They don't believe that there's no way out of it. They can't see their way out of it. They don't know. They don't know who they are in this world. They don't know me. They don't know whose they are. They have no idea how to use the gifts in them. They have no idea how to tap into it. They don't understand that they have a gift. There's a hopelessness out there. So I need you to get about your business. The gift that I gave you, that I told you, that I've been telling you to use, I need you to use it, your voice, to speak for me and let these people know who they are, whose they are, whether they believe or not, that I'm here. I've been through the storm. I'm there with you, even when you don't feel like I am. Remember those nights you was tired? You don't know how you got home. You was driving and you was exhausted and you got home anyway. Yeah, the angels were driving. The guardian angels was around you. God driving. Like, you don't even acknowledge it. But it's okay. God is saying to you, I ain't got to be the star of the show. I ain't got to be in the front. But at some point, just like everybody else, he wants you to understand and know who he is. What relationship do you have? Who do you have a relationship with? It doesn't have to be Jesus if that's not who you believe in. If you're a Muslim, if you're a Buddha, if you're whatever you are, but you need to tap into that thing. Whatever it is, whoever it is, there is a spiritual being in you that is dying, that is longing, that is yearning for something. What do you believe in, honey? Tap into that thing. And until you can't, until you can feel that thing for yourself, because sometimes I'm talking just great today, but some days I don't want to get out the bed either. Yeah, the struggle is real. I don't want to get out the bed either. I don't want to see anybody either. I don't want to smile either. That introvert and that extrovert is real. I don't want to damn do it. But each and every day, that I've made a commitment to come live every day. Excuse me. I made a commitment to come and be live every day to talk about faith in the midst of a time where I could be very angry, where I could just allow myself to wallow in darkness. And I could very well justify that in my mind. My nephew passed away. I could very well justify it in my mind. But I'm making a choice to deal with it in a different way. That's all I'm asking you to do in your beliefs and in your spiritual realm. Tap in, honey. You got to deal with it in a different way. Some things that happen to you, honey, is spiritual warfare. Do you know how powerful you would be if you realize who you are in this world? Do you know how powerful you would be? Do you know what things would shift and things that would change and how many lives would be just different and affected in a positive way? The ripple effect that you would have in this world if you allowed yourself to fully be who you are, because at this point you've been half-assing. As I'm talking to you, I'm talking to me. At this point, been half-assing. Mm-hmm. You know that there's a vision and a calling on your life, but yet and still, what are you supposed to be doing? Are you like my girl Kiana? You supposed to be a physical trainer? Are you like me and you supposed to be a nurse? Are you like my boy B, supposed to be a firefighter? Are you like my girl Oprah, my boo Oprah? Are you supposed to be utilizing your voice for something greater? Are you like my man Tyler Perry, that's supposed to be writing plays and bringing joy and happiness and messages through your artistic abilities? Are you a painter? Are you an artist like my baby girl? Are you a visionary? Who are you? What are you supposed to be doing? Are you a credit person that you're supposed to be helping people get into a home to do better, to get some established business credit like my girl Miss Gee Hill that I had on last week? Are you like my brother who are just amazing creator mind with his hands, creates and builds things out of nothing? Are you like my baby brother that fixes computers and things and just genius? Who are you? What are you supposed to be doing? Do you believe that you have a gift? You got to tap into it. You have to tap into it. It's important to know yourself. Before you can know anybody else, before we can get into relationships with anybody else, honey, we had to talk about the relationship you have with yourself. You can't be expecting you to be in a good relationship. You wonder why y'all yelling and arguing all the time because you don't know yourself. You're not standing up for yourself. You just allowing things to happen. Why? You deserve to be happy. You are worthy. When we tap into that self-love we talked about earlier, and then we figure out who we are in this world, you're supposed to be happy, honey. Being who you are, your true authentic self. Whoever can't handle that, that's their business. It ain't yours. That's their business. It's not yours. Let me say that one more time. That's their business. They need to take their ass to therapy. It's not yours. It's not yours. Stop taking on everybody else's stuff. This last part says, it is important to note that self-identity is complex and multifaceted. I'll say, and it can evolve over time as you grow, learn, and have new experiences. Embracing self exploration and reflection can help you develop a deeper understanding of who you are and cultivate a strong sense of self. Who are you? I ask you again. Yeah, yeah, baby. That's all your girl got for you. I done dropped a lot of nuggets today. Y'all better go back and watch this live. It is on the replay, honey. It is on the Facebook page. It will be available on the YouTube channel with all the other podcasts and all the other lives and all the other things that your girl, Miss Community Builder, has brought to you to try to bring you some light and love, honey, to get deeper, to know who you are, to know whose you are in this world. Because that is my purpose. That's my purpose. I believe when you walk in your purpose, you will inspire others to walk in theirs. And you can't walk in your purpose being and acting like somebody else. Yeah, you got to be who you are, honey. Your true, authentic self. I need you to realize who you are. Journal that thing out. Get you a book, a notebook, paper. It don't matter. It don't have to be like oh, I ain't got no journal, baby. You got something to write in. Get you a notebook. It doesn't matter. Stop making excuses. Mm-hmm. Answer those questions for yourself. Go back and listen. Pause it. Write the answer. It's going to make a difference. I'm going to tell y'all how this came up a couple years and I'm going to go. I was on this dating app, y'all. I decided I was going to go back and I was going to date. Because for a long time, I was very much closed. Didn't want to date anybody. I was like, I ain't messing around with that love stuff. I'm tired of it. But was I really tired of it? Who are you? I wasn't really tired of it. I loves me some love, right? I was tired of the lies. I was tired of the deception. I was tired of feeling like, my heart was being stomped on. And so I was just like, I'm not doing it no more. I didn't want to put myself out on it. I was allowing fear to lead my life is what I was doing. And so when I started doing this self-reflection and I realized that, I said, you know what? I don't want to do that anymore. So I got on this dating app, and so I'm on the app, and when you first filling out, if you've ever done one, they're asking you, basically, who are you? What do you like? And so I was like, I don't even know. What kind of man do you want? What qualities do you want? Do you want him to smoke or don't you want him to smoke? And I got thinking about that thing, and I was just really in this place of asking God to send me, genuinely what I want, who I want. I was in reflection of my past relationships. I was thinking very adamantly about, very intentionally about the arguments and when arguments would start and why they started and all of that stuff. And I'm like, so I'm thinking about all of that. And for me, a lot of the arguments were because I was messing with smokers. Well, guess what, y'all? Your girl like to kiss. I don't want no smoker. I don't want to be with a smoker. I don't want you in my bathroom hiding the smoke. Sometimes you go outside, sometimes you in the house. I got to sit up and got my lungs all jacked up because I can't breathe because you in the bathroom sneaking, smoking at 2 o'clock in the morning. Like all of the stuff, right? Like all of the arguments. I don't want it. So I'm like, you know what? Check. No smoking. Right? But then it got me in the mindset of, what do I want? What do I like? What are my deal breakers, right? What are my things where I'm like, oh, I can be flexible about this? And what are the things where I'm like, no. It's not happening. It's no point. Check, check, and check. Flag on a play, right? But do we have these conversations with ourselves? I realized that I had been picking people, and I had just been like I did when that ex-husband whole situation, right? That first situation, just allowing random whatever just because he said whatever, or whatever the situation was, the situationships. You say yes, Carol. Okay. No smokers. Go brush your teeth. It was always, they be all in your face and they want to get, yo. Listen, no. Go brush your teeth. I can't do it. I can't do it. I can't. So why? Why even? Why even? Why even start? Right? So I have had so much fun with y'all today, honey. This one right here, these relationship things, conversations are so near and dear to me. I'm so adamant about people getting the love that they deserve, but from themselves first. Loving yourself enough first, honey. Before you can exude it all out in the world, you have to love you first, and then you give. Fill your cup. Ayala said, what's in the cup is mine. What comes out of the cup is yours. But I got to fill my cup. That thing sat with me so. Sat with me so. So, yes. Yeah, they be the main ones who want to kiss. All up in your face. Get out of my face. Go brush your teeth. They trying to sneak one in. I can't even focus. I can't even enjoy the kiss. All I can think about is Jesus Christ, no. Go brush your teeth. Oh my gosh. Miss Sunshine, I'm gonna have to get in contact with you, honey. We're gonna talk because I have thoroughly enjoyed you on my chat line. I appreciate you today. I appreciate you today. Oh, it is your girl, Miss Michelle Franklin, honey. Miss Michelle Allen Franklin, Miss DI, Miss Community Builder. I'm all those things and more, honey, telling you that I need you to walk in your purpose. Because again, when you walk in your purpose, you inspire others to walk in theirs. And I, just like Mr. Les Brown, I aspire to inspire until I expire. That's what I'm doing. What you doing, boo? What you doing? All right. We'll be back tomorrow. We're going to continue on relationships, honey. We're getting into it. It's getting juicy. I will see y'all tomorrow. Have a good one.